"Nana, why do you smell different?" That's what little Sophie asked one Sunday afternoon after church. She was only 8, perched on the couch beside her grandmother, Ruth. Her tone wasn't mocking, just innocent curiosity, but to Ruth, those few words landed like a stone in the chest. She had always been particular about her appearance. Fresh clothes laid out the night before, perfume dabbed lightly at her wrists, a tidy kitchen and bathroom. Ruth believed cleanliness was part of dignity. She even bathed daily, a habit she never gave up. And yet here she was, facing the possibility that her granddaughter didn't want to sit close anymore. Ruth smiled at Sophie that afternoon, but later that night, she lay awake in bed, replaying the words. "Do I really smell old? Is that why she leaned away?" If you're in your 60s or 70s, maybe you felt that same sting. You notice someone opening a window after you leave, or you wonder why the grandkids sit on the floor instead of next to you. It's not that they don't love us, it's that sometimes our bodies change in ways we can't sense. But others can. Here's the part people rarely say out loud. Yes, there is such a thing as an aging scent. And no, it doesn't mean you're dirty. It doesn't mean you've let yourself go. It's simply the biology of getting older. The important thing is this. It can be managed, often reduced so much that you feel fresh and confident again. Before we dive in, if you find comfort in honest conversations like this, hit subscribe. We share stories that don't just pass time, they help make sense of it. Why aging changes the way we smell. For a long time, I thought old person smell was just a cruel stereotype. Then I started reading the research and listening to friends who were quietly dealing with it. The science is clear. As we age, subtle shifts in the body change the way we smell. We don't sweat the same way. When we were young, sweat was our body's built-in rinse cycle. It flushed out toxins, kept the skin clear, and carried away waste. But sweat production declines after 60, sometimes by half. Without that daily flush, waste sits on the skin where bacteria turn it into odor. Our skin oils change. After midlife, the oils in our skin produce new compounds. One of them has a grassy, waxy scent that younger people don't make. It collects mostly on the back, chest, and neck. A dab of perfume can't erase it. In fact, sprays often mix with it, like trying to mask a musty room with too much air freshener. Dry mouth creeps in. Saliva is more than spit. It's the body's natural mouthwash. It rinses food, balances acids, and washes away bacteria. After 60, saliva production drops sharply. That dry mouth becomes a perfect breeding ground for germs, and the gases they release are what people smell when we talk too close. Knowing this might sting at first, but here's the hope. Once you understand what's happening, you can work with your body instead of feeling betrayed by it. The hidden spots we overlook. Daily bathing helps, but it's not always enough. I've learned, sometimes the hard way, that odor often comes from the places we miss. Skin folds. As skin softens, folds deepen under the arms, beneath the breasts, behind the knees, even along the neck. These areas trap oils and sweat. A quick rinse doesn't reach them. A gentle cloth with mild soap does. Hairy patches. It's not only scalp hair, chest hair, underarms, and even fine fuzz on the back can trap oils. Washing helps, but massaging those spots while you wash loosens. Build-up that plain rinsing won't touch. Feet and toes. Our feet are small but mighty, with thousands of sweat glands. Add socks and shoes, and you've got a perfect greenhouse for bacteria. Washing between toes, drying carefully, rotating shoes, and sprinkling a little baking soda inside can change everything. Ruth once told me she had never thought much about scrubbing behind her ears or drying between her toes. But when she started, Sophie stopped avoiding her lap. Sometimes it really is that simple. Habits that refresh from the inside out. Cleaning the outside is only part of it. What we do every day quietly shapes how fresh we feel. Drink warm water, especially first thing in the morning, before coffee. It gives the kidneys a head start flushing out waste that would otherwise collect on the skin. 6 glasses spaced through the day make a bigger difference than people realize. Take gentle walks. A slow 20-minute walk in the morning sun or evening shade is enough to trigger light sweat. That little bit helps clear toxins and keeps the skin alive. I've seen neighbors who start with just 10 minutes, and within a week, they're walking 20. Not only smelling fresher, but feeling more energized. Shower warm, not hot. Scalding water dries the skin and locks in odor. Warm water is best, followed by careful drying, especially in folds and hidden spots. I even keep a clean towel just for drying between toes and underarms. How food shapes our scent. What we eat becomes part of us, including how we smell. Think of it as a fragrance that rises from within. Antioxidant foods like berries, apples, and whole grains fight cellular rust that contributes to that musty odor. Hydrating produce such as cucumbers, watermelon, and tomatoes help waste leave through urine instead of skin. Garlic surprises people. Raw, it can linger on the breath. But once digested, it acts as a natural antibacterial, cutting down odor from the inside. Coffee, alcohol, and fried foods dry out the body and slow digestion. Cut back, and you'll notice not only fresher skin, but lighter energy overall. I've watched friends make small swaps. Oatmeal with fruit instead of fried eggs, water instead of a second glass of wine, and within weeks, their families noticed the difference. Don't overlook the mouth. Even the cleanest body can be undone by a dry, odor-filled mouth. I've seen it happen at community gatherings more than once. A few simple steps help. Brush 3 times daily. Morning, after lunch, before bed. Scrape the tongue. Most odor-causing bacteria live there. A tongue scraper clears what brushing can't. Chew sugar-free gum. Gum with xylitol stimulates saliva, fighting the dryness that fuels odor. Add in regular sips of water, and suddenly conversations feel closer, warmer, without anyone leaning away. The surroundings that betray us. Sometimes it isn't us at all. It's what we live in. Clothes. Socks and underwear absorb oils fastest. Change them daily, even on quiet days at home. Bedding. Pillowcases carry scalp oils and skin cells. Wash them weekly, and if possible, dry them in the sun. The sunlight itself helps kill bacteria. Shoes. Alternate pairs, let them breathe, and dust baking soda inside overnight. 1 pair every day is a recipe for odor. Rooms. A stale room clings to us. Open a window morning and evening for 10 minutes. Fresh air beats any spray or scented candle. Ruth began with hurt feelings, lying awake after Sophie's innocent words. But she didn't stay there. She made a few small changes, washing hidden spots, drinking warm water, walking around the block, washing her bedding more often. Weeks later, Sophie climbed into her lap again. This time she didn't lean away or wrinkle her nose. She nestled into Ruth's shoulder, stayed there for minutes, and finally whispered, "Nana, you smell nice." For Ruth, those 5 words were more healing than anything else. I've seen moments like this in my own circle of friends. One man in my neighborhood thought his grandsons just weren't affectionate anymore. It turned out his shoes and bedding carried the problem. Once he changed those habits, the boys came running back into his arms. Sometimes it isn't rejection, it's just discomfort no one knows how to name. That's why this matters. It's not just about smelling clean, it's about connection, about making it easy for people to stay close, to linger, to share affection without hesitation. Aging may change our bodies, yes, but it doesn't have to steal our dignity or keep us at arm's length. With small, gentle acts of care, we can stay fresh, confident, and open to the people we love most. So, if you've ever wondered, do I smell old? Take heart. You're not alone, and you're not stuck. You deserve to walk into a room with confidence. You deserve hugs without hesitation. You deserve to feel vibrant, no matter your age. If this video encouraged you, please like it, share it, and subscribe. Here at Living with Wisdom, we talk honestly about aging and growing older with dignity. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these small changes? Warm water in the morning, scrubbing the overlooked spots, or opening your windows daily? What worked for you? Share your story in the comments. You might give someone else the courage to begin. Thank you for being here. We're honored to grow older with you.